Seeing Xiaoyan's gaze, Chan Tianan let out a cold snicker. His right fist clenched swiftly, and without any elaborate moves, he launched a brutal punch straight towards Xiaoyan's head. The intent was clear. He aimed to shatter Xiaoyan's skull with a single blow, courting death. Witnessing Chan Tianan's vicious attack, a frosty glint flashed in Xiaoyan's eyes. In an instant, a golden figure materialized before him like a phantom. Chan Tianan's fist landed heavily on the figure's body, producing a crisp metallic clang. A puppet. Staring at the dark gold heavenly demon puppet that had appeared before him, Chan Tianan's expression shifted drastically. He hurriedly retracted his fist, but the heavenly demon puppet, with its terrifying iron fist, was already hurtling towards his head. Damn it! Feeling the dreadful power emanating from the heavenly demon puppet's fist, Chan Tianan's face contorted. He could only unleash a furious curse, reluctantly releasing the scroll he had been tightly clutching, and retreating rapidly. The moment Chan Tianan released the scroll, Xiaoyan seized it firmly. A surge of purple-brown flames erupted from his palm, forcefully suppressing the wildly struggling scroll. After a brief struggle, the Crimson Scroll's resistance gradually waned. As the scroll's erratic symptoms completely subsided, Xiaoyan finally heaved a sigh of relief. Under the intense scrutiny of countless bloodshot eyes, he swiftly stored the scroll in his storage ring. Simultaneously, a vast aura surged from his body without restraint, with purple-brown flames swirling around him. This imposing presence caused the surrounding red-eyed experts to gradually regain their composure. After a moment, they glanced at Heavenly Flame Venerable and the others not far away, and reluctantly turned away, hurrying to seize other scrolls. Seeing that he had deterred these jackal-like figures, Xiaoyan's expression eased somewhat. He might not fear these individuals' strength alone, but if hundreds of them swarmed him, even he would find it troublesome. Old bastard, since you made your move, don't even think about leaving. Having secured the scroll, Xiaoyan's expression suddenly turned icy. His gaze shifted towards Chan Tianan, who looked rather disheveled under the heavenly demon puppet's relentless attacks. A surge of killing intent filled his eyes. Regarding Chan Tianan, when he initially led a group to the pill tower to apprehend Xiaoyan, a killing intent was already planted in Xiaoyan's heart. However, at that time, Xiaoyan was merely a 9-star dozon, and to slay this old fellow was fraught with difficulty. Thus he had refrained from action. Now upon their renewed encounter, even before Xiaoyan could make a move, this old scoundrel had struck first. Moreover, judging by his ruthless demeanor, it was evident that he truly sought Xiaoyan's life. Towards such an enemy harboring murderous intent, Xiaoyan naturally would not show mercy. Although the Xianming sect was not considered particularly strong, the heavenly underworld sect behind it was a force to be reckoned with. No one could guarantee that this old fellow, filled with resentment, would not stir up considerable trouble in the future. Allowing a tiger to grow into a menace was never Xiaoyan's way. Furthermore, with the current chaotic situation, eliminating this old fellow here would likely leave no trace. With these thoughts flashing through his mind, Xiaoyan gazed at the rather disheveled Chan Tianan, who was being battered by the heavenly demon puppet's attacks. His expression grew increasingly cold. Chan Tianan's strength was roughly around the 2-star dozun level, while the heavenly demon puppet's combat prowess could hold its own even against a peak 3-star dozun expert. Therefore, in their clash, the puppet naturally held the upper hand. Bang! In midair, Chan Tianan and the heavenly demon puppet exchanged a fierce blow. The terrifying force transmitted through his arm sent him staggering backward a dozen steps. His internal chi surged, and a pallid hue appeared on his face. The heavenly demon puppet, devoid of pain, was a relentless killing machine. Unless Xiaoyan commanded it to stop, it would never cease its assault. Chan Tianan was clearly at a disadvantage. Having fought for a prolonged period and found himself at a disadvantage, Chan Tianan's thoughts turned to retreat. The reason he dared to challenge Xiaoyan was that Xiaoyan was currently besieged from all sides. Not only did the Hall of Souls harbor enmity toward him, but even the heavenly demon Phoenix tribe and others cast unfriendly glances his way. In such circumstances, Chan Tianan by nature could not resist the urge to strike a man while he was down. However, He had not anticipated that the current Xiaoyan was vastly different from the one he had encountered outside the Pill Tower. The endless array of Xiaoyan's methods filled him with dread. It seems I must retreat for now. Once this chaos subsides, the Hall of Souls and others will surely seek trouble with this brat. I can then strike from the shadows, eliminate him and reclaim the scroll. With this thought in mind, Chen Tianan finally decided to cease his struggle. He glanced at the rapidly approaching heavenly demon puppet and retreated, attempting to blend into the chaotic battle. Where do you think you're going? However, just as Chen Tianan took a step back, a frigid voice echoed behind him. Simultaneously, an intensely scorching and terrifying gust of wind arrived. The sudden attack caused Chen Tianan's expression to change. Instinctively, he turned around, his palms suffused with dou qi, hastily meeting the attack. Bang! The fierce wind instantly spread out. Caught off guard, Chen Tianan felt a tightness in his chest and was forced back a dozen meters. Looking up, he saw a slender figure standing where he had retreated. Xiaoyan. Staring at the figure, Chen Tianan gritted his teeth. Xiaoyan remained expressionless, his body enveloped in purple-brown flames, making him appear like a god of fire. He stepped through the void, approaching Chen Tianan step by step. You want to kill me? Seeing Xiaoyan's demeanor, Chen Tianan narrowed his eyes and spoke coldly. A chilling smile appeared on Xiaoyan's lips as he rapidly concentrated his vast dou qi in his palm. With your one-star dou zun strength? Chen Tianan sneered. Just as he was about to attack, a sharp gust of wind came from behind him, causing his expression to shift. He quickly turned to defend, his palms moving to form an impenetrable energy barrier. Bang bang! The heavenly demon puppet's fist swung, each strike creating a piercing sound of tearing wind. Space cracked, revealing dark fissures. Bam! Facing the heavenly demon puppet's relentless assault, Chen Tianan secretly lamented. He retreated continuously, the puppet's strength overwhelming him, leaving him with only defensive maneuvers. At this rate, I'll be seriously injured by this puppet. Seems I can't linger any longer. Damn brat, I'll remember this debt. You'll pay for it someday. Chen Tianan cursed inwardly. His palm wind intensified, forcibly pushing back the heavenly demon puppet's attack. He tapped the void with his toe, launching himself backward. Mid-air, Chen Tianan had just breathed a sigh of relief when a sense of danger surged from the depths of his heart. Every hair on his body stood on end. Annihilation Sky Seal. Just as Chen Tianan was consumed by this sense of danger, a faint, cold voice echoed in his ear, accompanied by a chilling breeze. Not good. Sensing the movement behind him, Chen Tianan's face turned ashen. Xiaoyan's speed had far exceeded his expectations. Bang! Reacting swiftly, Chen Tianan mobilized his dou qi, but before he could fully form a defense, a purplish-brown handprint, about the size of a palm, landed silently on his back. Terrifying force erupted like a tidal wave. Gucci! Taking the full brunt of the blow, Chen Tianan's pallid face flushed red, and he spat out a mouthful of blood. He staggered backward, colliding with several experts along the way, the force of the impact causing them to also cough up blood. His body arced through the air, flying into the distance. Chen Tianan, his face covered in blood, struggled to turn around, his eyes filled with venom as he gazed at the receding figure of Xiaoyan. His hatred was palpable. Little bastard, if I don't avenge this, I, Chen Tianan, am unworthy to be the leader of a sect. You will regret this day. Chen Tianan roared inwardly, consumed by hatred. He was a man who held grudges, and Xiaoyan had nearly killed him. This enmity would last a lifetime. Bang! With a torrent of malicious thoughts, Chen Tianan crashed to the ground, carving a deep furrow before slamming into a sturdy palace pillar. Another mouthful of blood escaped his lips. Staggering to his feet, Chen Tianan glared through the chaos at the distant, indifferent Xiaoyan before turning to leave. Huff! Chen Tianan had barely turned when his body stiffened. A dark golden fist had pierced through his chest, blood dripping from the metallic arm. Chen Tianan stared blankly at the hollow face before him. He finally understood that Xiaoyan had truly intended to kill him, leaving no room for retaliation. Such ruthless methods! Blood foam trickled from Chen Tianan's mouth as his life force rapidly faded. His rigid body slowly slumped to the ground. Thus Chan Tianan, the sect leader of the Xianming sect, a two-star Dozun, fell under the combined assault of Xiaoyan and the heavenly demon puppet. Everything is your own fault. Watching Chan Tianan's body collapse, the coldness in Xiaoyan's eyes gradually subsided. He had no personal vendetta against Chan Tianan, but the latter insisted that Chan Xian's death was his doing and repeatedly sought to kill him. His fate was well deserved. Having swiftly dispatched Chan Tianan, Xiaoyan retrieved the heavenly demon puppet into his storage ring. Heavenly Flame Venerable, Little Fairy Doctor, and others arrived, and they regrouped, watching the chaos within the hall. "How is the human puppet? Are you all right?" Xiaoyan asked, glancing at Little Fairy Doctor. "I'm fine. I let the human puppet away. These things are driven by instinct and lack reason," Little Fairy Doctor replied with a smile. Xiaoyan nodded and scanned the hall. The Heavenly Demon Phoenix Tribe and the Wind Lightning Pavilion each obtained a scroll. The Ice River Valley and the Blazing Flame Valley also made gains, and 2 other scrolls fell into the hands of powerful individuals, Heavenly Flame Venerable reported softly. Xiaoyan nodded unsurprised. These factions were well prepared, and among the lone cultivators, there were formidable experts. It was not unexpected that they had obtained scrolls. What now? Only 3 scrolls remain in contention, and many have died for them. Should we try to seize more? Little Fairy Doctor asked. Attempting to seize more would likely drive those who have gained nothing to madness, Xiaoyan replied, shaking his head. Besides, these 10 scrolls don't feel like heavenly grade Do techniques. You mean, they're all fake? Little Fairy Doctor and the others exclaimed. These scrolls contain powerful Do techniques and cultivation methods, but they're likely not heavenly grade. We've probably been tricked, Xiaoyan murmured, his eyes narrowing. Upon hearing these words, Little Fairy Doctor and the others furrowed their brows. Then her gaze shifted and she suddenly uttered, "Those Hall of Souls fiends! What do they intend?" Xiaoyan was startled, following Little Fairy Doctor's gaze. He saw Old Ghost Picking Star and several other Hall of Souls experts actually forming an encirclement, slowly closing in on the Dosham skeleton in the center of the hall. "Their target is that Dosham skeleton?" Heavenly Flame Venerable rumbled, his voice deep. "Should we make a move and stop those guys?" Ziyin asked, her eyes gleaming with eagerness. Xiaoyan stared intently at the skeleton sitting cross-legged upon the stone throne. After a long moment, his pupils abruptly shrank. In that instant, he had witnessed the skeleton's finger, ever so slightly twitch. This Doshang skeleton, it's alive?